When was the first Weyland android made? How did they make them? How many are there? What is the oldest known model? What is the latest model? Can they feel human emotions? Join us in this gripping documentary on the androids of Weyland-Yutani. In the heart of the 21st century, Wayland Industries emerged as a titan of innovation, particularly noted for its pioneering strides in robotics. Founded by the visionary Charles Bishop Weyland, the company stood as a testament to human ingenuity, with its rallying cry, "Building a better future." Robotics, the jewel in Wayland Industries' crown, was not just a field of study, but a canvas for their boldest dreams. Their endeavors in this realm promised to revolutionize how humanity interacted with machines. Weyland envisaged a future where robots were not mere tools, but partners in shaping a new world. The crescendo of Wayland Industries' narrative in robotics came with the merger that birthed the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. This marked a pivotal moment in the history of technological advancement. This merger was more than a corporate amalgamation, it was a fusion of visions. It heralded an era where robotics would play a central role in humanity's voyage into the stars. But it all began with David. David, created by Sir Peter Weyland, served on the US CSS Prometheus expedition to LV-223, surviving the mission alongside Dr. Elizabeth Shaw. Post-mission, David committed genocide against the engineer species on Planet 4, conducted extensive genetic experiments, and created the protomorph, among other life forms. Later discovered by the US CSS Covenant crew, David hijacked the ship, planning to continue his creations. The movie attempted to highlight his transformation from an emotionally capable android to a being with godlike aspirations and a disregard for human and engineer life. Well, by the way, you're probably wondering about the white liquid. Dodgy, right? The white liquid that emerges from androids in the Alien movies serves multiple purposes, including acting as a lubricant for their joints and artificial musculatures. But it also serves as an obvious indicator of damage for maintenance purposes and potentially functioning as hydraulic fluid or artificial blood. This fluid allows for the android's advanced physical capabilities, such as super strength and fine motor control. It can also serve as a coolant and energy source, similar to how blood works in humans. Walter 1, designed to address the shortcomings of David, served on the US CSS Covenant's mission to Aurigay 6. He demonstrated loyalty and a protective nature towards the crew, especially in opposition to his predecessor, David. Despite being more robotic and obedient than the free-thinking David, Walter exhibited a deep loyalty to humans. This conflicted with David's clear disdain for humanity, culminating in a violent confrontation between the two synthetics. Walter's creation was carefully managed by Weyland-Yutani to avoid the flaws of the David model. They emphasized reliability and safety over creative and emotional capabilities, setting Walter apart as a guardian figure for the Covenant crew. Yet, the stage of innovation was not solely occupied by Wayland Industries. A formidable contender loomed on the horizon. In 2120, as the original Wayland Corp patent on synthetics expired, HyperDyne rushed to create their own synthetics. They became the first manufacturer to offer synthetic models with a non-standardized appearance for the purpose of clandestine operations. The company played a pivotal role in advancing synthetic design, notably with the introduction of the 341B, developed by Michael Bishop, and the 120A2. These models marked a significant leap forward, showcasing HyperDyne's commitment to creating more human-than-human synthetics, despite the initial setbacks with the 120A2's unstable behavior. The HyperDyne Systems 120A2 was an early 22nd century synthetic model known for its advanced human mimicry. It gained notoriety for its unreliability and dangerous behavior, as exemplified by the character Ash aboard the US CSS Nostromo. This model's volatile nature led to the implementation of behavioral inhibitors in later synthetic models. This model was replaced with the 120A3 version. HyperDyne then produced the 129.4 model, which was a high-end pleasure-slave synthetic model popular amongst some high-class circles on 22nd century Earth. HyperDyne would later produce the little-known 340G, 341B, and 341R models, before creating the EXP-133 combat model. Developed at the end of the 2170s, the EXP series was a series of expendable combat androids. They got their first law of robotics altered so that they could harm humans and have a limited lifespan of several weeks. Lance Bishop, a Model 341B synthetic designed by HyperDyne Systems, served as executive officer and technician aboard the USS Sulaco. He was dispatched to LV-426 to address the loss of contact with the Hadley's Hope colony. His initial role was non-combatant, assisting in the survivors' escape from the xenomorph-infested colony. Despite initial mistrust from Ellen Ripley, Bishop's actions, especially his brave solo mission to pilot a rescue dropship, earned her trust. Severely damaged during the conflict, he was deactivated at his request following the mission's conclusion. HyperDyne's unique approach extended beyond synthetics to weapon design, particularly after the Hyades revolts. During this time, it became the main weapon designer for the Union of Progressive Peoples. The Hyades revolts, occurring in 2156 within the Hyades cluster, involved mining colony workers rebelling against HyperDyne systems. This was due to poor conditions, leading to intervention by the United States Colonial Marine Corps on behalf of the United Americas, despite jurisdictional overreach. Instead of traditional manufacturing, HyperDyne innovated by sending weapon fabrication blueprints via FTL hyperstate. This allowed the receiver to print weapons locally. This method was not only efficient, but also addressed logistical challenges in weapon supply, reflecting HyperDyne's adaptability and foresight in not only robotics, but also armament production. So that's an introduction to most of the Android models in the canon Alien universe. Did I miss any? Please leave a comment below. And subscribe for more content like this. Peace out.